Guys, I don't want to come on here acting like I got special intel or I know everything about the Bible, but this is kind of common sense. You can't read the Bible like it's a textbook that you're going to be writing a test about tomorrow. And you can't read the Bible as if it is something that is the same for everybody. The Bible is a book of life that you need to take back to God. He shows you a certain book or a certain verse that you need to take back to him on some, why did you show me this, and what is this supposed to mean to me, and why, what is this about for me, because we all have our own spiritual relationships with God. So it can't mean the same thing for all of us, because we have our own experiences, our own journeys, our own backgrounds, our own, wherever we are going, our own futures that are different from the next person. You can't expect what it means to you to mean the same thing to me. It can't mean the same thing for you as it did for me. So my friends and I have a study group that we meet every day at 6, and we discuss a certain chapter of a certain book. And it's clear that we all have our own perspectives on what it is that the Holy Spirit wants us to understand about that book. So it's clear that we all have our own journeys, our own backgrounds that lead us to understand a certain chapter the way that we do. You can't read the Bible as if it's something that is direct. Like, it's not a history book that you're gonna read and say, oh, okay, this is what it actually means. No, that is a spiritual book that you need to take back to God and for Him to tell you that this is what it means for you. Because it's not the same for everybody, as much as our relationships with Him are not the same. So you can't expect me to understand where you are coming from just because know you have a certain kind of relationship with him. Yes, you may discuss it with me, and yes, we may agree. Same, but different. But it won't always be like that because you have your own understanding. For you, it may mean hope. For me, it may mean faith. For somebody else, it may mean pain. But we can't, it's not the same for everybody. So I don't want to come on here acting like I know everything, or I got special intel. But this is quite common sense. This is quite, it just makes sense that the Bible is a spiritual book, a manual that you need to take back to the Creator and tell Him that this part I don't understand. And it could mean something for you for the future. It could mean something that you've been through that you need more explaining about. So you take it back to him. David was called to come and interpret a dream. It wasn't written in a book, or it didn't just come to him like, this is how I understand. He had to take it back to God and be like, God, I don't understand this. Can you please help me with it? So, what do you mean when you say that the book is something that you need to? Yes, it has a lot of mysteries. It speaks in riddles. If you go to Proverbs, if you go to Song of Songs, there's a lot of riddles in there. So we can't study the book and be like, oh, this is what it means, this is what it meant, this is what it's talking about. No, for us, for you, it's gonna mean something different from the next person. So let's not force each other to understand the Bible that we wanted to, how you wanted to mean. Now it must be like that. Nah, guys, like le re boledisa thata, le rira o kare le re boledisa o kare rena re itse Bible go feta. Ai, no.